IELTS writing module consists of two tasks, and you have 60 minutes time to complete both these tasks and submit your written papers to your examiner, or hit the submit button on the PC or laptop they have provided you. The first task, if you are attempting the general IELTS, it would be a letter, and the second would be the first task in case of academic IELTS would be a report. The second task is essay, and it is same for both type of IELTS. Whether you are giving the general or the academic IELTS, you have to write an essay. It's mandatory on you. So let me revise the scoring scheme. There are 5 points that should be considered while writing your tasks. The first point is task achievement. It is important for task number one. Task achievement means that you are able to stick to facts and figures, and you do not provide any kind of over efficiency. You do not give any example. You do not write your opinion. You have to limit your opening and closing statements, and furthermore, you're not allowed to write hook statement. The second point is task response, and it is important for task 2. Task response means that you show over efficiency, you give more than what the examiner have asked you, and you write examples, you provide your opinion, you write proper opening and closing statements. Okay. Then comes coherence and cohesion. By coherence and cohesion, we means that your incoming sentence is linked to your previous sentence, and your incoming paragraph is linked to the previous paragraph, and this linkage is created using conjunctions. Conjunctions include firstly, secondly, thirdly, additionally, in addition to this, furthermore, however, better yet, since, so far. The fourth point is lexical resources, what you call as vocabulary in common language. There are two types of resources: jargons or the technical words, and the common words. Like I said in previous classes, you have to focus on your common words more than your jargons or technical words. Then comes grammatical range and accuracy. Okay, so there are 5 points in grammatical range. The first point is your 12 type of tenses, then we have your 4 type of sentences, then we have 2 type of narrations, 2 type of voices, and last spelling. Accuracy means that how are you able to accurately use these 5 points? Are you able to vary your tenses? Are you able to vary your sentences? Can you change your voices? Can you use both type of narrations? Are you spelling accurate and precise? This is what accuracy means. So the first task in case of general IELTS is a letter. So आप में से जिसने भी general IELTS देना है, stay focused here. There are 3 main types of letter. The first one is called as informal one. The second is called as semi-formal one, and the last one is called as formal one. These informal and formal are more common, and the semi-formal are less common. Okay, so there's a high chance that you would either get informal or formal, and low chance that you would get semi-formal letter. So the informal letter is written when the addressed person is someone you know, or is someone you have a relationship with. It can be your brother, it can be your friend, it can be your mother, father, spouse, friend, or anything else, right? You know the person personally, and it is not on a serious topic generally. Like for example, if you look at the given example, you would like to invite a foreign friend to visit you for your birthday. So foreign friend, someone you know, write a letter inviting your friend. In your letter you should write, tell your friend about your birthday, explain how much the visit would mean to you, suggest that your friend stays at your house for the visit. Okay, so the 3 bullets become the 3 paragraphs known as letter details. The foreign friend become the addressee. Semi-formal have two type of letters. The semi-formal informal and the semi-formal formal. If you know the person but the topic is serious, then you would write a semi-formal informal one. Like for example, you're writing to your friend but you are going to advise him on something. You're writing to your immediate boss or the immediate superior and you want a leave, so that would be a semi-formal informal. You would write a semi-formal formal when you do not know the addressee personally and the topic is also serious. It's not a common or an informal topic. Like for example, you're writing uh, to the chairman of WABDA, right? You're writing to someone in HR. You're writing to someone in the finance department asking why is there deduction in your salary. You're writing to the HR that why are there more absence marks in your attendance sheet. So it would become semi-formal, formal. However, if you're writing to your friend and advising him whether he should get married or not, or whether which job he should pursue or which career path he should pursue, that would become semi-formal, informal. The semi-formal letters are uncommon. Then comes the formal letters. It is written to someone you have no relationship with and you may or may not know the person. Like your boss, chairman of WABDA, chairman of CDA, chairman of PESCO, chairman of ISCO, right? The SSP of local police, okay? SHO of your local police station. These, you don't know that person but you are writing to him on a serious topic. For example, you're writing to the SHO asking him that telling him that your bike has been lost and you need to file a complaint but you're not in the city. You're writing to the local news editor asking him out what's the rate of some advertisement. You're writing to a company listed on Daraz or Alibaba or AliExpress and you are going to inform him or complain to him about a product that you ordered. So you do not know that person, but you are going to tell him something serious. So do you guys have any question so far? Guys, do you have any question? Right, I'm moving ahead. The structure of letter, there are 5 points. Pretext, we call it opening, we call it salutation, we call it beginning or any other word. You have to remain formal. The pretext of all the three types of letter is different. For example, yes, for example, if you are writing a formal letter, you would write dear sir, dear ma'am, yeah, dear madam. Okay, you may, if you don't know the gender of the addressee, then you would write dear sir slash madam or dear sir bracket madam. If you're writing an informal letter, you would write dear Mr. Jenkins, dear Mr. Wasim, dear Dr. Hanna, dear uh, Miss Rida Gul, dear Miss Lareeb, मैं यहाँ से आप लोगों के नाम ले रहा हूँ, dear Mr. Ajay Rati. If you're writing an informal letter, you are supposed to say dear Susan, dear Amna, dear Hana, dear Wasim, dear friend, dear idiot. Because you are writing an informal letter, you can use the word idiot, you can use the nickname. Like, for example, a common nickname for Zobia is Zobi. You can write dear Zobi. A common nickname for Hasina is Hasi. You can write dear Hasi. Then you have to write the statement of purpose, which is a very short paragraph, or you can call it a statement instead of a paragraph. You're supposed to write who you are. You're not supposed to write, hello, my name is Rida Gul, hello, my name is Hasina Qasim, hello, my name is Muhammad Shoaib Ali. No. You are supposed to write who you are in the form or in the context of the letter you're writing. If, for example, you're writing to a company complaining about a product. You are supposed to write, hello, I bought an XYZ product from your ABC company on a date, right? For example, 22nd of June. And the next thing that you write, why are you writing? I am writing you because I want to issue a complaint against your product. Yeah, or if you're writing to the CDA chairman informing you about some environmental issue. Hello, I'm a resident of Sector I-10 to Islamabad, which comes under the Capital Development Authority. And the reason I'm writing to you is to inform about the increasing deforestation or cutting of trees in the I-10 region of Islamabad. Then you would move to the third point, which is letter details. Here you can either write one large paragraph or three small ones. Okay, if you're writing three small ones, write at least 2 sentences in each paragraph. If you're writing one large one, it should be able to cover 90 to 100 words. Like your paragraph, your letter detail should cover all these 3 points. Okay, you have to tell about your birthday, you have to explain how much the visit means to him, you have to suggest that your friend to stay at your house. लारेब के अलावा और किसको स्क्रीन नजर नहीं आ रही? Is my screen visible now? Because someone complained that my screen was not visible, and you should have told me earlier that my screen was not visible, because it was visible according to me. Can you guys clearly see my screen now? Okay, so the statement, sorry, letter details should cover these 3 bullets, or like these 3 bullets or these 3 bullets. The letter detail is basically the part where you are supposed to complete your word count. In the letter, you are supposed to write minimum 150 words and maximum 200 words. And your word count आपका bullets से पूरा होता है, letter detail वाले portion से. Okay, so first pretext, opening, no greeting, then statement of purpose, then letter details, then statement of request. Again, a small paragraph or 1 or 2 sentences. You're supposed to request something, or you're supposed to call for some action, you're supposed to suggest something, you're supposed to recommend something here. Okay, like it can be, I would be looking forward to your visit on my birthday. I would be looking forward for the CDA to solve the environmental issue. I would be looking forward to the water to solve my water supply problem, sorry. So this last statement of request is something you want to request the addressee. Then you are supposed to write farewell or closing, whatever you want to call it. Your farewell depends upon your pretext. If it's dear Mr. Wasim, then your farewell will become yours faithfully, and then your name or any name, but you have to write a name. You can write your own name or you can write any other name. If your pretext is dear Wasim, like informal, then you can write your regards, best wishes, your love, your friend, your BFF, your best friend, your childhood buddy. Okay, informal you can make up your own farewell, but informal you are supposed to write your faithfully. Semi-formal you are supposed to write yours sincerely. I'm also going to write in a meeting chat for you. Okay. After each portion, you are supposed to leave a line whether you are typing or whether you are writing. Okay, you have written your pretext, dear Dr. Hanan, leave a line. You have written your statement of purpose, leave a line. You have written your letter details, leave a line. You're not supposed to leave a line between the letter details. Like if you're writing three paragraphs in your letter details, you're not supposed to leave a line between them. However, after you have completed your third paragraph in letter detail, leave a line. Statement of purpose, leave a line. Your favor, yours sincerely, your faithfully, whatever you have written, leave a line, your name. Okay? It's not necessary that you write your name. You can write anybody else's name or any hypothetical name as well. Something which is very common. So do you guys have any question from the letter? Guys, any question from the letter? You can open your mic, you can text me in the meeting chat, but just don't text me on the WhatsApp. The length of statement of purpose should be a short paragraph or two sentences. I think 20 to 30 words or maximum 40 is enough. But don't go for 40, it will become too lengthy because that's a whole paragraph. 20-30 is good length. Any other question? Guys, I'm open to question. Okay, then I'm moving ahead if you don't guys have any question for me. Right. For those that would be attempting the IELTS academic, they are supposed to write a report. They're not supposed to write a letter. So your focus should be on your report. In a report, an illustration or illustrations plural are provided and you have to explain them. The illustrations can be in the form of a graph or a figure or a flow chart. I have put an example. This is a pie chart. Okay, so if you look at the gray box, this is your question. The first charts below show how much energy is used in an average Australian household. The second chart shows the greenhouse gas emission which result from this energy use. So both of these charts are related to each other. Summarize the information and report the main feature, make comparison where necessary. Then we have bar graphs. Like if you are, this is a clustered column graph or a clustered bar graph, right? Here they have given you three columns or three bars. One is the local fixed line, the next is the national and international fixed line, and the last one is the mobile all calls, and they have given you a time period. So you are supposed to write in details about them. Remember, you're not allowed to insert examples into your report. The last type of graph is line graph. Here you can see that there are four lines or four variables and their CO2 emission in metric tons is increasing or decreasing. You have to establish trends. Like if you look at the protocol line, the dotted line, it is following an increasing trend. Similarly, Italy is also following an increasing trend, but the United Kingdom and Sweden is following a decreasing trend. So you have to determine which trend the line or the variable is following. Then they can give you figures. Like for example, this is a figure of an island. It was before and after. Like before there was nothing on the island and then they had some renovation work, so you have to explain things here, and here you have to explain each thing with reference to other. There is no north, south, east, west or given to you, so you would explain it like a pier has been constructed at the bottom side of the island. The pier, a walking path leads to the restaurant. sorry, vehicle track है ये, a vehicle track reaches to the reception on to the north, yeah, to the top of the reception is what? A restaurant. To the right of the reception, accommodations are constructed. To the left there are other accommodation, and from the left side of accommodation a footpath have been constructed which leads to the beach where individuals or the tourists can swim. So you have to explain each position with respect to another place. If they have given you the north, south, east, west, then you have to explain in the that form. But if you don't have those legends, then you have to explain in the form of one place in respect to another place. Like the reception is located to the top or to the upper side of pier, and the restaurant is located to the upper side of reception. Accommodations are located to the left and the right of reception. Right. I think I forgot to add one slide here. So the IELTS report have 4 paragraphs. Okay. First paragraph, introduction. In introduction, you're supposed to write 2 things. The first thing is you have to rephrase the given box, the box given on the top of the question. The second is you have to summarize what is given to you. Like for example, in here you have to summarize that a pier, reception, restaurant, accommodation, and swimming place have been constructed. Here you have to summarize that the United Kingdom and Sweden are following a decreasing trend, while the Italy and Portugal are following the increasing trend or the positive trend. In this case, you have to summarize like the mobile calls are increasing as the year pass by. Similarly, the national and international fixed line are also increasing. However, we have seen a decrease in fixed line after the 1999. So this is the summary. Then you have to write 2 body paragraphs. These body paragraphs should cover in details of all the facts and figures. You have to write the figures. Like for example, in 1995, the local fixed line was 70 billion minutes. During the same time, the mobile phone calls were less than 10 billion minutes. Similarly, in 2002, the mobile calls were 40 billion minutes, while the local fixed line decreased to what? 70 billion minutes. Do you guys have any question from report? Should I move to the essay? Because I want to practice some topics with you. Guys, any question? Okay, Larid, if you look at this bar chart given to you, you can see from 1995 the local fixed line were the minutes of local fixed line was increasing up till 1999. After that it started decreasing. However, if you look at national and international fixed lines and mobile phone lines or bars, you can see that they are upward, like they are increasing by year. So you can see say that yes, they are increasing, or they are following the positive trend or the increasing trend. You have to look at the figure. Okay, Talha, I didn't get your question. Can you please elaborate for me? Last 3 slides. Okay. Here it's the figures, and you have to explain these figures. Like for example, in before there was nothing on the island. You have your main focus should be on the after. Yes, it can't be met by the positive and negative trend. Like I said, in the first paragraph, you're supposed to tell the trends. In the second and the third paragraph, you have to go in details. You have to mention each and every important fact here or figure here. ठीक है, इसी तरह जब आप इस फिगर की फॉर एग्जांपल लिखेंगे इंट्रोडक्शन, तो आप पहले तो आपने ऊपर वाला जो गिवन स्टेटमेंट है उसको रिफ्रेश कर दिया, एंड देन यू हैव टू मेंशन द की डेवलपमेंट लाइक अ पियर हैज बीन कंस्ट्रक्टेड फॉर फर्दरमोर reception and restaurants have also been constructed on the island. In addition to this, new accommodations have been constructed which are covered by the footpath. Lastly, a swimming point have been constructed on the beach. ये आपका सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन पैराग्राफ होगा. देन देयर आर टू मोर पैराग्राफ जिसमें आप डिटेल में जाओगे कि कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्टेड है. Like you would say the pier is constructed at the bottom side of the island, and from the pier a vehicle path leads to the restaurant where different type of cuisines is served. But sorry मैं बीच में बात दोबारा करता हूँ. But to answer Miss Larev's question, you don't have the choice. Okay, so it's up to the examiner what he provides you. You have to write on the given illustration. It can be figure, pie chart, bar graph, line graph. So on the bottom side of the island, a pier has been constructed. A vehicle park leads to the restaurant, or it surrounds the restaurant. In the restaurant, different type of cuisines has been served. शायद ये थोड़ा सा addition हो जाएगा. From the restaurant, we can see that another vehicle parts lead to the from the reception. Another vehicle part leads to the restaurant, which is located on the top side of the island. ठीक है, जनरली जो टॉप साइड होती है वो ऊपर की तरफ ही हम अज्यूम करते हैं. Additionally, we can see that there are two footpaths that lead from the reception. One of them leads to the right side, which have many accommodation constructed there. The other one leads to the left side, which also have accommodation, but they are in less number or half as compared to the right side. Furthermore, from the left side of accommodation, we can see that another footpath leads to the beach where a swim point has been constructed for tourists. Okay, Mr. Tasham, I would provide all the PDFs, PPTs today. So, any other question from the report? मैं अभी ज़्यादा डिटेल में आपको रिपोर्ट नहीं पढ़ा पा रहा क्योंकि मुझे एटलीस्ट 2 से 3 क्लासेस चाहिए होते हैं रिपोर्ट को डिटेल में कवर करने के लिए. The length of reports should be minimum 150 words and maximum it should be 200. The length of each paragraph should be minimum 40 and maximum 50. ये मैं रिपोर्ट में बोल रहा हूँ. Anything else? Should I go on? Right. So essay is the second task, and like I said before, that essay is more important than your report and letter, and you have to make sure that you don't screw up your essay, because if you screw up your first task, you can recover in the essay, but if you screw up your essay, you cannot recover in your first task. There are 5 types of essay. Argumentative or discussion-based essay are based on a single point, and you have to provide arguments in support of that topic. However, your opinion can be opposed to that topic. For example, unsupervised use of internet by teenagers. This can be the topic, and you have to write upon the topic. Solution-based essay. In solution-based essay, you are given a problem. For example, increasing plastic shoppers or plastic bags in Nalalai of Rawalpindi, and then you have to provide a solution or solutions, or the examiner may provide solution and you have to write best solution, or you have to choose best solution, or the examiner may ask the causes as well as the solution. Furthermore, the question-based essay, there are 3 to 4 questions. The examiner directly asks you question. However, these questions are centered around a single topic, and you have to answer all of these questions in your body paragraphs as well as opinion paragraph. The pros and cons or advantages, disadvantages is a simple one. Like you have to write the advantages and disadvantages of a topic and then decide which of them is greater in weight. Like, are the advantages more important or are the disadvantages more impactful? So you have to choose that as well. In opinion-based essay, they provide you two opinion about a single topic and then ask you to give your opinion as well. So your opinion is the third opinion. Like for example, some parents believe that science subjects should be given more credit hours, while others believe that art subjects deserve more credit hours. Discuss both these views and give your opinion. So in essay, you have to write minimum 250 words. Ideally, I would say go for 260 to 280, but maximum it should be 300 words. You should be able to allot at least 30 to 40 minutes to your essay. You should not give more time than this, because then you won't have time for your first task. It's up to you whether you complete the first task first or the second one. I attempted the second first because I knew I'm going to spend more time on my essay than my report. Essay contains multiple paragraphs. Now I would request all of you to take out paper and pen. This is why I ask you to keep a register and pen with you. The first paragraph, you are supposed to make bullets here. The first paragraph is introduction paragraph, and introduction paragraph weighs 25% marks of your essay. आपके 25% मार्क्स सिर्फ आपके इंट्रोडक्शन के, रिपोर्ट में भी आपके 25% मार्क्स आपके इंट्रोडक्शन के हैं. There are 3 statements. Remember, a statement can have more than one sentence. The first statement is the hook statement. Hook statement is very important part of the essay and it should be good enough to catch examiner's attention. I'm going to write a hook statement in the meeting chat at this moment on the topic. Some parents believe that science should be given more credit hours, while others believe that art subject deserve more credit hours. Right. If you guys open the meeting chat, I have written for you a hook statement on the said topic. The hook statement can either be history, like I have written history here. It can be quote. The quote can be a famous one or a common one, or it can be background of the given keywords. There can be one keyword, there can be more than one keyword, there can be hidden keyword, there can be visible keyword. Your hook statement ideally should be 12 to 15 words long. Maximum it should go to 20 words, right? After you have written your hook statement, you are supposed to write the introductory statement. It comes right after the hook statement, and here you have to rephrase the title into your own words. You can take a minimum of 2 sentences or a maximum of 4 sentences here. So, like the topic I said, I'm going to write intro statement on that. So, can anyone give me a synonym of parents? What can be another word for parents? You can open your mic. but don't use Google. Guys, come on, you have to respond. This is how we are supposed to take this class. Okay. For parents, you can say individuals, you can say people, you can also use forefathers, ancestors, and furthermore, you can also use biological parent. Uh, what else? Let me see. Think. Begetter, procreator, but these are not common ones. So let's go with individual. Many individuals think की जगह मैंने believe कर दिया that scientific disciplines, subject की जगह disciplines आ गया. Should be taught more than arts की जगह मैं लिख दूंगा artistic disciplines in school and colleges. While the other group is of the notion that creative subjects deserve more attention in academic years. ठीक है? So if you can check the meeting chat, you can see that I have written for you a intro statement. It is of 2 sentences, like minimum हमें 2 sentences allowed होते हैं and maximum it should be 4 sentences. After you have written your intro statement, you are supposed to write your opinion statement. Here it is only 1 sentence or 12 to 15 words, maximum 20 words. So I am of the opinion that both types of subjects deserves equal attention at schools, at educational institutes. ठीक है, तो ये मेरा फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ हो गया. मैंने 3 स्टेटमेंट लिखी इसमें. यहाँ पे मैं ओपिनियन स्टेटमेंट को जस्टिफाई नहीं करूँगा. मैं ओपिनियन स्टेटमेंट को आगे जाके ओपिनियन पैराग्राफ में जस्टिफाई करूँगा. यहाँ पे मैं सिर्फ लिखूँगा कि मैं कौन सी साइड हूँ. यहाँ पे आप जो साइड चूज करेंगे वही साइड आपने आगे जाके ओपिनियन पैराग्राफ में चूज करनी होगी. After you have completed your opinion paragraph, you would move to your intro paragraph. You would move to your body paragraphs. There are 2 paragraphs जो आपने लिखने हैं. दोनों का वर्ड काउंट 50 to 70 वर्ड्स होता है. ठीक है, एक का 50 to 70, दूसरे का 50 to 70. ये नहीं है कि एक में आपने 100 लिख दिए, दूसरे में आपने 40 लिख दिए, या एक में आपने 50 लिख दिए, दूसरे में 70 लिख दिए. वो बहुत बुरा इंप्रेशन जाता है. दोनों 50 to 70 के दरमियान रखते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर रखते हैं. अगर एक में 60 या दूसरे में 65 हो जाए तब अच्छा है. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपका 70-30 हो या 100-30 हो. बॉडी पैराग्राफ्स में 2 कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं. पहला कंपोनेंट होता है ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट, जिसमें आप बताते हैं व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डिस्कस इन दैट पैराग्राफ. फॉर एग्जांपल, आप ये नहीं बोलेंगे दिस पैराग्राफ विल डिस्कस द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस. नो, द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ ABC टॉपिक इंक्लूड X, Y, एंड Z. उसके बाद आप डिस्कशन करेंगे, मीन्स उसको जस्टिफाई करेंगे, कोई एग्जाम्पल देंगे, एंड देन आप क्लोजिंग स्टेटमेंट देंगे. XYZ आर द advantages of ABC. Body paragraphs count as 25% marks of your essay. Then comes the opinion paragraph. यहाँ पे आपने comprehensive opinion देना है, detailed opinion देना है. अगेन आप ओपिनियन स्टेटमेंट लिखेंगे जैसे आपने पहले पैराग्राफ में लिखी, लेकिन आप वर्ड चेंज करेंगे क्योंकि आपने रिपीटिशन अवॉइड करनी है. उसके बाद उसको आप जस्टिफाई करेंगे, फिर आप एग्जाम्पल देंगे और फिर आप इसको क्लोज करेंगे. इट शुड बी 50 to 70 वर्ड्स. लास्ट पैराग्राफ इज कंक्लूजन, जिसमें आपने समरी देनी है पूरे पैराग्राफ की, और यहाँ पे आपने अपना ओपिनियन दोबारा देना है, बट योर ओपिनियन इन कंक्लूजन should be in the form of a call to action. I suggest that this should be taken. I suggest that the parents should be more vigilant about the internet surfing of teenagers. ठीक है? I am of the notion that science subject, both types of discipline should be given equal credit hours from the school disciplinary committee, school academic committees. So that's the end of my slides. अब मैं ज़रा एक दफ़ा आपको समरी दे दूँ. ऐसे में 5 पैराग्राफ हैं, हर पैराग्राफ 50 to 70 वर्ड्स का होना चाहिए. पहले पैराग्राफ में 3 स्टेटमेंट हैं, हुक, इंट्रो, ओपिनियन. फिर 2 बॉडी पैराग्राफ्स हैं, और उसके बाद जो आपका चौथा पैराग्राफ बनेगा वो ओपिनियन बनेगा, 5वां पैराग्राफ आपका कंक्लूजन बनेगा. और ये सब आपने 300 वर्ड्स के अंदर अंदर पूरा करना है. सो डू यू गाइज हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? ओके, टॉपिक्स. There are 22 categories of essay: arts, transportation, etc., etc. Let me open this website if I can show you. Screen visible again? Right, so if you can see, arts, business, communication, crime punishment, education, family, etc., etc. ये देखें कितने topics हैं. There are 22 different categories. And for example, if we open crime and punishment and I shift my slides, so you can see the crime rate is decreasing compared to the past due to advanced technology which can prevent and solve crime. It has been repeated twice so far. Many criminals commit further crimes as soon as they are released from prison. What do you think are the causes of this? What possible solutions can you suggest? ये आपका solution based essay हो गया. Again solution based essay. ये आपका argumentative या discussion based हो गया. Opinion based भी इसको कह सकते हैं हम लोग. ये again argumentative हो गया. Argumentative because there is no second opinion. ये आपका solution based, argumentative. Then again this is advantages, disadvantages. This is opinion based essay. Okay, so these are some examples of the types of essay that can come. 22 categories we are going to cover in our course, and we are going to cover most of these essays. And apart from that, I have essays from the books as well as the mock tests. Now, do you have any question from the writing module? Guys, come on, you have to respond to me. Right, so who here consider that his or her English is up to the mark of IELTS standard, because I am going to ask someone to introduce, who wants to introduce himself, someone who thinks his or her English is up to the mark. I'm going to point out randomly if you guys don't open your mic. If someone doesn't open his or her mic. Okay, Miss Hasina, can you please introduce yourself? Miss Hasina, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself? Your introduction should be based on 5 points. The city you belong to, your study, work, hobbies, why you giving eyes.
Um, my name is Hasina Singh. I'm from Uganda, currently studying in Pakistan in Islamic International University, doing Sharia law. And the reason I want to do IELTS is because I want to further my studies in other Europe country or America. So that's the reason why I'm interested in IELTS. And my hobby is writing. I do a lot of writing and I do a lot of reading. Those are my hobby.
Don't choose
Thank
reading,
you.
because if you choose reading, you are going to hand the examiner a lot of question and he can easily make you stuck at some place.
Okay, but
Okay.
I do a lot of writing, so much of writing because I write a lot because I do a lot of research work because I do law, so I do a lot of research work in law courses.
Okay, so I would suggest you to choose something which you know a lot of. Like if you choose
Yes.
writing, you must know the
Mm,
genres, the type of writing, the similes, the metaphors, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so
okay.
that's why
Yes.
I suggest students to don't go for writing or reading
Mm,
novels in your hobbies.
okay.
Choose something which you are very good at and you know a lot about.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, because there's a 70%
Okay.
chance that examiner is going to ask you question from the hobbies.
Mm,
Right. Okay.
okay. Now I understand. Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you to not go for it.
All right. All right.
I only allow BS linguistic and BS English literature students to choose writing or reading.
Mm. So
So
if you are, like for example, if I'm doing a law course, I'm doing a law degree. I've finished my law degree, and and the only thing that I'm so good is at writing because of doing research work in law courses. So what kind of hobby? Because that's the thing that I'm mostly interested in research work.
you can say that I love to write, I love to read law, different cases and the judgments there.
Okay, 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 okay. That is that is
Yes,
not broad
because
question.
you are doing a law degree, so you know about all the technical things in that.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Ajay, can you introduce yourself? Mr. Ajay, can you please open your mic and introduce yourself to us?
Assalamualaikum. Myself Ajay Kumar. I belong
You
to
have to speak
Makuhasa.
up.
Uh, Myself Ajay Kumar. I belong to Makuhasa city, and I pursue my masters in Germany. Then that's why I choose I for galactic.
That's it.
Yes.
That's not enough. I told you that there are 5 points. First, the city you belong to, you have to say a few good words or good sentences in favor of that city. Then you have to uh, talk about your work, sorry, study, then work, then hobbies, and then why are you giving eyes. Okay. Miss
What?
Rida, would you like to introduce yourself? Okay, she left. Nice. Mr. Talha, Talha, can you please open your mic? Bye. So I wanted to talk about in details about the speaking module, but most of the students have left. And after you have introduced yourself, the examiner would ask you some basic questions. Most of the time, it is related to your hobbies. Then there is cue card, in which there is one topic and there are 3 to 4 questions or bullets that are written below it. You are giving 60-second time to prepare yourself, and then you have to speak for 120 seconds. After that, there is the discussion portion in which there are 2 or 3 questions likely, but there is cross questioning in which means that your answer should you should be able to thoroughly think your answer, because the next question is going to come from your answer. It's like when you are in a court. So that's it from my side. This webinar series was brought to you by Al-Saim. Al-Saim is a student organization that was brought together by the students of Islamic University Islamabad and Comsat University Islamabad. It is currently striving to provide technical courses, webinars, seminars, and freelance opportunities to Pakistani students as well as other students across the globe. I thank you all for joining this wonderful series of webinar. And as we conclude this series, I would like to say thank you for joining the series. And if you guys have any question, you have my WhatsApp number, and you are also part of the WhatsApp group. You can text me there. For those that wish to register to our online course, let me give you some details. It is a 2 months course minimum, and the fees is 15,000 rupees for the whole course. Secondly, the fees can be paid in installments, and you can have trial classes before you join the actual live classes. Like the trial classes would be from the batches that is already going on. If anyone doesn't have any question, I'm going to end this class here because the time is up and the link would expire soon.
नहीं जार का ही है
Okay, no questions, so I'm ending the class. Right. Thank you all for joining us in this lovely webinar series. Hopefully, inshallah, we would hold them in future as well. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. Khudai Paman.